you're now yourself, and go back 11, 12 months to the original Courtney that's thinking about a podcast and it will eventually start it in about 4 or 5 months from now.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
What would you tell yourself?
So what I would tell myself, and I actually don't think that I would, like I said, I don't regret it. I would not change doing these three. They're very, the way they're structured is different. Like my show is twice a week. Those are once a month. And it's very different doing a podcast. They're all kind of very different styles. And it's very different doing a podcast where it's you interviewing somebody versus, a more collective group discussion. So those are they're different, and energetically in terms of time and management and all that is also different. But I think the biggest thing that I would really advise myself going back is to have more of a plan, like, probably have like a structured, even if it wasn't a formal business plan, although I might have done that. But I would have learned more of the technology. I would have really outlined the, my goals and, what it was going to look like and how it was going to, I mean, things always change and evolve, but to at least have more of a plan, I think is really, I kind of jumped in like both feet in, and there's
Did anything happen negatively? Did you just jumping in any way negatively affect like the outcome of what you're doing?
I actually don't know that it did. I think it's just, it's more psychologically. I think like if I had been, and I think this is a personality thing. Some people like to be super prepared, feel like they have, their arsenal and they're ready to go. And I think I might have had a little more confidence going in, and then you have something to follow. It's a blueprint and you can keep, following that. But I don't know that it negatively impacted because, the flip side of that, it's all about balance, right? So I think the flip side of that is you can get so stuck and rigid in like over preparing. You're never going to know enough. You're never going to learn enough. You're never going to be prepared enough, truthfully. So it's a fine line knowing which, how much do you need to know before you start. And sometimes people get caught up, and I know myself in the past, I've gotten caught up in like, I have to know everything and I have to have it all mapped out. Otherwise I can't start. And then you never start. So in a way, I think, I'm not sure that if I had done it the reverse way, if I would have started all, I think the fear would have taken over because I would have spent so much time preparing, planning, learning. So in a way for me, it probably was best that I dove in. But now I have a lot of catching up to do. So
awesome.